the tender age of 6, Richard Sandrak was described pound for pound as the strongest human being in the world. Over the last few years, he's become a celebrity in the US and now intends to break into Hollywood as an action star, following in the footsteps of his hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger. But having taken a break from training, Richard needs to get back into an intensive physical regime. With a movie role as a young Tarzan fast approaching, the pressure is on. The man given the task of getting Richard back to his former shape is 50-year-old expat Jay Hurren, a personal trainer who's been living in LA for the past 15 years. He has just 4 weeks before Richard's movie trailer is filmed.
He is billed as the world's strongest boy, and he probably still is the world's strongest boy, but now we've switched avenues. Because of the physique that he needs to get more of an athletic-looking shape and look like somebody that's been living on an island running through jungle. So physiques are different, so we have to tailor the physique for the type of promotional movie that he's doing. What we're doing here today, we're circuit training the body, conditioning. It's an all-over conditioning program. I put a program together for Richard that is twice a day, 5 days a week. And it can primarily consist of working with weights. We'll call it shaping and sculpting. So mornings we'll do track where we do plyometrics, bleachers, jump rope. We'll work on his martial arts and his training. And then in the afternoon, we work in the gym with conditioning his body, with his stretching and endurance training. So his program's set up and it's a gradual blueprint. It changes as we go along through the weeks. 3, 1, yeah.
Do you ever get moments where Richard just can't go on and you just try and keep encouraging him?
No, there's moments where I can't go on and he has to encourage me, okay? He's got the talent, I just supply him the tools.
Richard's life has always been dominated by exercise. His Ukrainian parents, now divorced, were both firm believers in fitness and put together a rigorous training regime when Richard was just 3 years old.
I always knew that sports always been helpful for your health. In our country, they thought all the time that sports are very good for kids. And when he was about 6 months old, I started to do small stretches, just simple exercise for a baby.
Following in Richard's footsteps is his 5-year-old sister, Anastasia. She's being encouraged by Richard's mother in the same manner.
We're just doing simple stretching that we do every day, sometimes before she goes to school. And she started when she was 2 months old. We started to do that with her. And she's pretty flexible. And for me it's easier because I did the same thing with Richard, so I know what to do with her.
Well, at first I started stretching. That's the most basic thing I started with. Just very little by little, just started stretching. I used to do an exercise with weight hanging from my neck on the strap and with chairs as a splits. That's this exercise kind of to work the hamstrings and to get a good stretch, to get the muscle stronger so I can hold it there.
Trying to stretch her all the way. I'm just trying to help her to stretch more because her hands are a little bit weaker.
Mama.
Okay. We started with Richard his stretching and flexibility when he was 6 months old.
You're not worried at any point that you might be damaging the baby?
No, because I had the feelings that I can do it, and I also, like, I'm doing it, I feel I cannot do it or overdo it. And if I see her face, she's kind of, I know it hurts, so I'll stop it.
Flexing a child at a young age could possibly do some damage, sometimes more damage than good. And the reason behind that is the joint has certain ranges of motion that it can perform. If a person isn't educated on that, they could take that joint beyond the range, and you can overstretch some ligaments and tendons and create disability later on in life.
Whatever the concerns of the experts, Lena is convinced that she has the best interests of her children at heart.
I need 3 ounces of turkey. I need 2 cups of broccoli and a piece of fruit. No carrots in my diet. No, they're high in sugar.
Richard may be living in the land of the free, but hamburgers are definitely not on the menu. Unlike most American children, he has endured a strict nutritional regime, which continues to this day.
Richard was on a raw diet for, I would say, for a year, 2 years. And it wasn't like just diet of raw juices. He was taking juices 3 times a day.
Alongside his liquid diet, Richard also had to take a never-ending round of supplements, and still does.
First, I take my calcium. I take my EFA oils, which gives you for fat. You need to have fat in the body. Then I take MSM, which has omega-3, 6, and 9, which are also fats. I also take branched chains, which are a mixture of 3 amino acids, L-isosilene, L-leucine, and L-leucine. So this feeds the muscle and feeds the body. So it will stay there, and also when I work out, my muscle grows, so it will stay there.
It's no wonder Richard sounds like a junior pharmacist. He's been involved in promoting supplements for years.
I got him a contract with one of the largest supplement companies in the industry, Pinnacle, which is owned by Great Earth, and they have over 200 stores worldwide. So we started traveling all over the United States doing appearances.
Frank used the expertise of his glamorous wife, Sherry,